Yakwa Crava be free Napoli, and out of all the suitors on open, no, Paris Saint-Germain or Beko. Meaning, say there were a lot of clubs and here interested in him. It drew maybe crowd not the situation now. Say Napoli for Nankasana or my so man free club in Munko. But Rich, football transfer market, you know, the decision to say oh ye bemo obi akọ obi say ono apese okọ ene yira ye be yirim se be ma na akọ na se ma ne nkọ na enuma bebre ena edi eduru a point where after the ebe clear so this player ebe move from one club to the another. Now I think some mete gas carry at the NC, and I will tell you simple why. Abantieno in football terms, in terms of tactical positions, Rich Abantieno has been programmed to play in a typical 4-3-3 because one player, let's forget about all the other positions, you know. One player, Rich, your programming is say wing forward. And the teams are mobile front three of forwards, you know. Left hand side, hold on, I want to brand you know, any favorite position. So we get the best out of him. Why is a Rafael Leao? Why is a Jadon Sancho mo? Why is a Yamil Amamone Rafinha mo bon mo bonibino? Why is a Leroy Sani, Kingsley Coman? Those kind of players, Garnacho mo. Enti Abantieno, Sewasha, since our bar Napoli, any coaches are why you Juma under them no. Any coaches are not almost fancy playing front three. Enti ne ko ye man. But Rich, all of a sudden, Wabish Antonio Conte. And Conte, no cranny, Conte favorite position, favorite. The 3-5-2, no. I want to Conte open bopa. Enti Conte by no. Ni favorite position on no pebo. 3-5-2. Send a bear obenya 2 strikers. Now, it seems Antonio Conte echo Napoli no, but so Chelsea the NB. Or show players na available now say me will cover. Na me will Politano. Na me will David Neres. These are wing forwards are very good there. Then I will take the decision and take you what just NB. Me more 3-5-2. Say that me prepare. But I would rather want to play in a 3-4-3. Senebeya in my team, I will still get the opportunity to play 2 wing forwards. But Rich, there's a small difference in the normal 4-3-3 wing forwards. No, any coach are over a 3-back with wing backs and wing forwards. No, coach Bia at Antonio Conte. No, Rich, uchu time. The wing play the responsibility of the wing backs. No? And the Ama Abanti Afenekava in the new position, no? Rich, he must play more of an inverted striker close to Lukaku. So only David Neres Nebo, so only Politano Nebo, they must close in as inverted strikers to Abanti Afen Lukaku. Seni Ebeya, Antonio Conte wing backs, you know, can have the luxury to run those lines, you know. Ama omo I suffocated with space. Onya space any or boy in a typical 4-3-3 or boy far left ho na or boy send a bear obiakra engaging our side space one. Onya nisa and Chabante don't want to move. Me assure said the reason why he wants to join PSG and say Ore friend Luis Enrique is a typical 4-3-3 coach. But Rich, minim say Kava James oh, the Mayama Napoli Brouhaha, Maji Scudetto Nimpa Momo, it's my movie on. Minim say Luis Enrique will think say Onya a very, very good player. Or the Paris Saint-Germain team in one, and my team in the year. L'Equipe a reported say agreement, yes, silly, and it is around 70 million. But Rich, I have only one problem. So who copies the team in one? In Cecia, almost 4-3-3 now, almost. They are more games. Ewo, baby, Crava Ebono. Bradley Bacola.
Oh, PSG.
Or you're young, or you're French, and he plays in the French national team. And me a real say, Paris Saint-Germain belongs to Catafono. But Rich, it is a French project. And say if Luis Enrique Grano or Monday morning so I do that. Say Ekoba say or statise or benchi Bacola to play Crava. Now avented lose in the form and the contribution to the French national team. And as a French for him, so Omanya one of the exciting wing forwards in the Oya crowd grow into that position now. Right? Uchu the country politics will come up against you. And that is the only controversy kakra and what cover any move to team my friend Paris Saint-Germain. I think so it's a very, very good move. But I will watch how the politics will go with our branch and Bradley Bacola because which no craning and Bacola ain't bornable. But head to head against this guy is more deadly. And mommy in that position, no. But send a medical canon. Uko country be a more. Yeah, yes, then Miss Akumoni giddy. Say, Bia, Mukwala no about two Ghana striker be. Na yeah, politics there be. But I'm not funny, especially when they play as a national team player.
Okay, Pep call Bayern. How many have the same problem?
What you say?
Also, chairman, born out on F. But German game, no,
and there is always that problem. And Unim, Minister Luis Enrique is stubborn. So, Ojiri say, Cravan Ebemano, the open on the team, he will play him and forget about the Amoka Kano. But eventually, so results in the they will ship him out quickly with the pressure from the media because they will want their French boys to come in and play. And that is what made it honor. But I think it's a very, very good transfer for Tima Yefene, Paris Saint-Germain, any advantage in I say, me pedal Manchester for Busipa. If eventually Anthony Nyaklaba, you say we have a Tisaba and Olympiacos and Swaba. Now, Minimsi Bedruho. I didn't come to do a lot of analysis, but I am just imagining and say that Babaka say finally Anthony a free Manchester United Akono. It's will be a because a lot of people think say why ending up as a bad business for Tima, your friend Manchester United. But Rich, so what to say Olympiacos and Real Betis, then you conclude a Manchester Boca. Yeah. Because there's no way they will be able to pay even half of Chica Manchester Edekoto Anthony.
You're close to 100 million.
Exactly.
What is up on you?
Oh yes.
I'm
a fan candidate. I'm a father. I'm a fa. Rich. Look, from more Germany. Our Sky Sports Germany. A report said Bayern for no any bread omodi paying kuku no. Enyagro. It is not about even tell more any the link of him to Chelsea the derby. Max Ebeomo paying kuku at Bayern. It was move because Rich in kuku edging the deal Europe no. Oh yeah, in the Bundesliga. And Tamana all the Bundesliga, you know. He was voted as the best player in the league. And the league, you know. And a Bayern, and only some Bayern tradition, no. So, we imagine as the best player in the league. Now, Mama Bayern, you must play for them. But this time around, Nkuku swerved them and moved to Chelsea. Now they want him back. And almost say a priority signing for team and friend Bayern Munich say Nkuku. Yes.
Priority.
Yes. So chinchina on me fano.
Wow.
Now Rich, my problem kitu ebi niye. And I think say I say me am abeke me say Chelsea for mamu njima no nsi bone. Rich, I think say eto de bia player bi timi hwe team bi na wahwe players e wo ho na waka che ne ho say ekoba say membo me ho mode na me fight for first 11 in that team we are me are willing to do that than that team we me person me chance say na go 40 ase I think Nkuku e feel say player or yeno any standard no Obe prefer to fight for a position in Bayern rather than to fight for a position at Chelsea. So other players now are available to two clubs now. Now let me give you an example. No Fifi can be say Oko Bayern CCA. Rich, see I can say Bayern omo 4-2-3-1 now. Uyi Goretzka and now Lema any Kimmich free wa. Uko eni mu hona 3-1 no. I want to Nkuku bebo. Inti either obo on the right, obo on the left, obo behind the striker, and also obo as the striker and Ankasamu. Now look at the place he was. On the right, Leroy Sani wo. Michael Olise wo. On the left, no, Obenya Obente friend Kingsley Coman wo. Eto de bia, omo de Jamal Musiala ko. And also Leroy Sani be ko. Now striker no Harry Kane, who will be in him say, so I have fit him quadia, he plays for team friend Bayern. Number 10, no, Thomas Muller and Jamal Musiala and any of the other wingers, no, depending on the game and the players of me available. Now, Rich, I hear me say, in Kuku, I dream, no. Semi couldn't be complete position with Coleman, Olise, Sani, Musiala. Hurricane, it makes sense to my level than to be where Mete Bencha, no me help back in this one. Jackson, Madweke, Sancho, and they are playing ahead of me comfortably. Say, me bought Conference League, no makoshe, but ye bought Premier League, man, na Mete Bench. Anytime be a member Mubiano, me bought a chess, me a player be a was so. Expose I'm a war for the French national team and for me even winning the best player in the Bundesliga. Many of these players in Nibi, but I sat on the Chelsea bench. And to which, for me, I think so that is why Nkuku want to leave Chelsea. Okay. So what Chelsea team anymore? On your starter now, he want to be in that situation at Bayern rather than say at Chelsea. But Rich, because Sankaya playing time on Kwadia and Nkuku any movie from Chelsea. Rich, I can tell you, it is not guaranteed at Bayern. Play no on your starter. Any guaranteed when gets on your starter, but any guaranteed. So it's also there's a space at Bayern. Yeah. Look at the players of me available to Vincent Company, no. I hear for us, maybe or buy or Okato and you cry in Google slot in there.
Olise the born or born,
Olise or Leroy Sani or Kingsley Coman or Jamal Musiala or Harry Kane. Why not go to know? You need to go and fight for it. But I think it is worth fighting for it at Bayern. Looking at the players in the baby than to be fighting against Madwell Kemone, Jackson, Abraham. So for me, that is what is making sense for me. Look. I am a year for tell. Barrich. I don't know what is going through the mind of Abraham. But me sure say situation now home or Bayern. It will be any different when he comes to Chelsea. So when you born even more Bayern. Which Matthias or Chelsea or Babo.
Because in Kuku got bench.
You get it.
On home put bench.
At the bench.
Now tell.
Young fellas who not the bench or Chelsea. So at the end of Chelsea would all buy an hour. But sometimes America can a different mentality. Maybe I don't tell you say, okay, it is worth giving myself a chance at Chelsea where I can fight for a position than Bayern. No? Because Bayern, I said, the players there, no, mean to be. But say, a chance for Chelsea, they are. Ebia, not senior nay, a Pedro Neto came to Chelsea, no, yes, starter. But gradually, yes, Oyaba, yes, starter. Sancho, the same thing. And the Ebia, Chelsea, young team there, no. There's a more opportunity and a mubie. Say me kwara me kware me ho a metinye wura Mayeska team amanama baby our Chelsea gina but at Bayern say me players now ho na and I've worked under several coaches still now no me say dem team embon wura first level nim say me nya consistent games about and sometimes agents me take his decision no say look let's go for a new challenge na yen call say e betimi wura ma he is a very very exciting player for me. Very very exciting player for me. Chelsea Enyana ebetimi aboa omo team ne pa very very powerful, straightforward or direct ne ho adin and our person they me play on no. So if you bench Kraba, Rachel Kusisa Abanten is playing with a lot of seriousness and he is one player with my ball. English Premier League easily. Physically he is there, ni pace here, ni attitude yeti. Obetimi aboa Kraba, your friend Chelsea and say a new challenge man. Every cry no Kraba buana man up in the game. Let's run through 2 minutes.
Okay.
Games now, and then you know, now you have code Angel and for 4 games, and I also the Premier League game. This is how the table look. Look, there is a simple correction being best about the Pep Guardiola and Cristiano Serra story. No, me who say there are a lot of reports that they've married for 30 years. No, they've married for 11 years, but they've been together for 30 years.
Okay. Yes,
they saw each other in 94.
Okay.
But they were married in I think 2014.
Okay.
So that is the difference, you know. And if you are doing marital issues mentally, it will affect you as a person. You are saying, may I show probably but
any part do not say
Sika.
Aye.
Sika say.
So ban no be obani piska. Well that bridge do jawaria.
Oh, okay. So Jano or Pepe. No.
What Japan? Because it's a Pep cash no.
The signs were clear. Pep worry Obano in 2014. Oh, may I worry for. Wherever Pep Akobiano Obani Dinechi. Baba Jane say in the last 4 years. Sarah, I'm moving from England back to Barcelona. And in the last 4 years, Omun Timbom, send a first no Mutibom Sahano. In the last 4 years, Obama moving back to Barcelona and a perfect Manchester acronym. And you could see the problem have been there in the last 4 years now. And if you can look, I'm more family giant to say the You can wake up today and say, I say, I don't know, me wouldn't and understandably you will leave. And they say, na yeah, bo kwana busa panyi besim kunya na obetufo.
Yeah, warisa.
So sad no. Wait. Man City win over last 3 games. Brentford in City. Let's put that on record. Omunya club omu ha City adwe ni bia. City say omu in a good place that they've always accounted for team. Your friend Brentford. But Rich, there's one problem be. City team here OCCA. So obo in a team in Mwemu. Anyway, sir. I think City will concede. And it's a Man City person omo two omo resurgence no so omo back topper. Rich, they must score more than 1 goal to beat team I find Brentford. That is my prediction for our game way. City against Brentford no. Brentford is a very very good team. And me said they will put a ball in the back of the net of City. How many City can respond and I bet you say if City will be able to win that game way or not. I think so over 1.5. Chelsea Tnefie against Bournemouth. Story now. City ne Brentford one. It is the same thing that Chelsea ne Bournemouth war. Bournemouth in Timmy Chelsea cry. The last time Omusha even at the Vitality Stadium, 86 minutes and a Christopher Nkuku. Eko chao muti last hour naka 4 minutes amiyapon. Chelsea befi. Bournemouth enya problem with injury. Ivan Nelson akupra. Enti on timi mbobi and uchu mutaya. Sango ha enka unhu Brooks. You will see Semenyo here, then Nelson here. Now one more attack like very, very prominent. I didn't say my only problem is now Kamiya Kvicha Kamebusano. Is Mayaska still going to play a champion? Say no boy in the last Premier League game, no. And also Obobo Tosin, because he came in the FA Cup and scored. Chelsea should be good enough to beat team a friend Bournemouth. Chelsea anya their crown. They should play a draw fie. But Chelsea team a friend Bournemouth pa rich. Ore friend say do Porter by still no one from West Ham. They play against Fulham. Very, very stubborn Fulham. The London Stadium. Ubeje say the last time our Mushia no. Abanti a friend ends. 90 plus 5 minutes equalizer Edema West Ham. And Omunya 1-1 every Fulham home honum. I think say is going to follow the same thing. And your game is very, very clear. Fulham was so kakra. But your game no so London. Team Sinimi no ebe timi ashe. The last one in the Premier League. And then Fifi. Ose Liverpool beshe.
Mesho. Liverpool beshe.
Since an slot we want lose 2 games pe. Back we not here for the
Not here for me kai pa.
Omet
and
revenge man. Hey, my trust was but they will come in with Hossein Odo Onyasa no in that game, Elanga Gibbs White and Chris Wood. Me say it will be a very, very difficult game. Over 1.5 hour and I'm surprised. There's one big game. I was Serie A in Atalanta Fie against Juventus. Juve problem they say a lot of injuries. Atalanta look very, very strong. I think Atalanta favorite kakrabi because of the English situations are Tima Yefeno Juventus and there are some Bundesliga games confirm very, very nice games and a cost Europe and Numre sa betway coast me anyway na efa eye magic no ewo ho mamemfa emma siana na uye interest na also so odi etwa bet dey be first one no 1-4 E0 E4 BD into 1-4 E0 E4 BD and a second one no and so 1-4 E10 4E3 1-4 E10 4E3 and a 1-4 E0 E4 BD 2 bet